Okay, this is the fourth time that I have started to record this and gotten cut off. So, a little frustrated, but it's okay. This is a new process for me, and I'm still figuring things out, obviously. Um, yeah, so a few things for today. First, today is my best friend's birthday. I don't know if she will ever see this or not, but I definitely want to acknowledge her. And um, yeah, we've been friends for over 30 years now. Very long time. That's crazy to say something like that because I like 30 years. I don't know. I don't even feel 30 sometimes. My life has not, I have not experienced enough life that is supposed to be experienced. Um, so anyhow, uh, crazy that we are 1 year away from being 40 next year. But anyhow, happy birthday to you. Love you. Miss you. Um, what else? So in one of the many videos, oh my God, I'm struggling, y'all. One of the many videos that I already recorded, I shared a little bit about the social media platform Threads and why I liked it. I'll just summarize that here so that I don't have to worry about stitching those videos together because I don't know how to do it and I don't really care enough to learn how to do it. So, um, anyhow, hopefully that's not terrible. I mean, it's a little terrible, but I'm also not like that's not me. It's just that's never been me. Um, we are simple. Um, so with Threads, it's my favorite. A few years ago, I started being really sensitive to different stimuli, and some of that was like audio visual stuff. Um, so, like Instagram, for example, became really difficult to use because there were things always moving and there was audio playing sometimes when you didn't ask for it. Fortunately, I did find most of those settings and get them turned off, but like every once in a while, one would still slip through. Um, so, yeah, Threads was helpful because it primarily was just text and I could just kind of scroll through it quickly and learn. I used to use Reddit a lot before, and that was primarily where I got a lot of my information and new knowledge and things like that on topics that I'm interested in. Um, but I thought for today, what I would do is go back in time to a year ago from today. Um, and there's a post that I wanted to read a little bit of. It's pretty long, so I'm not going to read all of it. I also am having to try to figure out how to juggle between two phones, so sorry about that. Part of the reason I kept cutting myself off is because I was trying to see if I could record video and then go open up my photos at the same time, but I didn't like that, so that's okay. Um, so this post spoke to me quite a bit from oh my God, this time last year. We're going to get better, I promise. Andrew Sponsler is who posted it. Your most powerful art lies buried in your deepest wounds. Identity isn't abstract, it's the weight you carry. The places where society's expectations grind against your truth. The intersections where you're told to choose oneself over another. These aren't burdens, they're your most potent creative fuel. He's interweaving a story, but I'm trying to just stick to the facts, even though this is a very compelling story. I should probably post it because some people would like to see it as opposed to hearing it. Talking about a guy that transformed his experience of being black, gay, and exiled into something beautiful. I live under an airport. I'm so sorry if you hear that. The pain that could have destroyed him instead illuminated others. And then he goes on to say, this is the alchemy available to all of us. Journaling transmutes confusion into clarity. Painting converts rage into vision. Movement reshapes trauma into grace. The medium doesn't matter, the excavation does. The mistake most make is believing art requires talent. It doesn't. It requires courage to stand in your contradictions, to voice the questions society tells you not to ask, to reveal what others hide. Start here. Identify the identity you've been taught to silence, the love you've been conditioned to question, the self you apologize for. Now give it a voice, not in your head, but on the page, canvas, or stage. Creation is not performance. It's not for likes or validation. It is archaeology of the self. Ooh, so good. Excavating layers of imposed identity until you reach bedrock truth. This guy said, Baldwin, the role of the artist is to make you realize the doom and glory of knowing who you are. Form a circle of fellow excavators, not critics, but witnesses, people willing to hold space for your unfinished becoming, who understand art as a spiritual practice rather than a product. Share work without seeking approval. That's what we're doing. The revolution of identity happens in these quiet moments, when your journal page becomes a mirror that doesn't lie, when your painting reveals a self you've been afraid to claim, or when your body moves in ways that honor rather than hide your truth. The world needs your particular intersection of experiences, your specific angle of vision, your unique pattern of wounds and wonders, not as performance, but as testament to what it means to be a human in your skin. Create so others can read you, paint so others can see themselves, move so others remember their bodies are more than vessels for shame. So I love that. Just rereading again, a couple different things stood out to me. But I wanted to go back to where he said, start here, identify the identity you've been taught to silence, the love you've been conditioned to question, the self you apologize for. Now give it a voice, not in your head, but on the page, canvas, or stage. So this is my page, canvas, stage for right now. I just want to talk to people. My voice has not been used in, I've been shut down a lot, both in the workplace through bosses and bosses' bosses and things like that. But also, I think all of us accidentally shut people down when we don't intend to. And the past year and a half to 2 years or so have been pretty hard, which says a lot considering my life was already pretty hard before that, but it's okay. Yeah, I am tired of hiding. I don't have anything to be ashamed of. I'm learning to become proud of who I am, and I just want to share as I'm experiencing things, because I think that that's the best way for someone to get to know me, right, is to just share as I am. That way I don't have to think about being someone else, or I'm really trying hard these days to not mask. But, in any social setting, it's tempting to do that because that's what we've been socially conditioned to do. So yeah, in a weird way, I like that I'm just talking to you, and I am getting distracted by things, but that's because it's my environment, and ADHD. But I'm not distracted by like unexpected things, right? Like if we were in like a restaurant or something, like a glass breaking on the floor. Yeah. So this is nice. I definitely am in an identity rebuilding process. There was another, well, I guess it wasn't necessarily directly related. Well, um, there was another part that said creation is not performance, it's not for likes or validation, which I very much believe in. It is archaeology of the self, excavating layers of imposed identity until you reach bedrock truth. I like the word archaeology there. I think that is a pretty good description of what I'm trying to do in terms of like going back and talking about my life. I definitely want to make sure that I incorporate plenty of, present moment and things like that. But also, like, I want you to be a part of the journey with me where I've been so that you can see how I got to where I'm at today. I think that this will really be helpful. I hope. Um, that's the goal. Anyhow, happy birthday to best friend. I guess I'm going to go back to cleaning. I have been cleaning the floors in my house for like 2.5 hours. I mean, granted, that wasn't cleaning the entire time, but like it takes far too long. And I'm still, I don't know, not even half done. It's fine. I need to get out in the garden. The weather is really nice today. It's like 60s. Neglected the garden a little bit, not intentionally, but I failed to clean up all of the dead plants and things like that before things started growing back. And so I need to spend some time in the garden trying to get that cleaned up so that it doesn't look like shit this summer. Used to get so many compliments on our front yard, and man, that hasn't happened for quite a few years, but it's okay. Do the best that you can. Anything else? I think that's it. Thank you for being with me today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.